Hello, people tube, and welcome back to another review. As usual, I'm Chris.
I'm Andrew O'Dill.
We just got out of seeing Midsommar, the new film by Ari Aster. Pretty sure that's the last name. He directed Hereditary, and he made the short film Strange Thing about the Johnsons. And, yeah, it's about a woman who just suffered a very depressing loss, and she is taken to Sweden by her friend, like her boyfriend's friends, and they all go to Sweden, and they take place in this midsummer festival. And if you've seen something like The Wicker Man, then you know there's more to this cult or group than meets the eye. That is a very, like, short summary of it. Without spoiling anything, we're going to make a separate video with spoilers. Okay, what did I like about this movie? Well, the main character, I thought she was great. She was easily the best part of the movie. I do think it was a beautiful movie, like the landscape shots, the general area, the trees and the grass, everything was beautiful. A lot of the directed shots, like there's actually a scene where she's talking to her boyfriend in their apartment, and you see him in the mirror, and then she's standing beside it, and it's this really good shot. Definitely something that a more artsy director would do. And then, of course, there's different shots where, like, the camera kind of went upside down as they're driving, and the car's driving upside down, which is used to signify they're going into, like, this different world type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was really good. Let's see. Bad? Well, the movie was 2.5 hours long, or maybe even longer. Which isn't a bad thing. I think that you might have been able to cut some scenes down. It is possible, I think, to cut some scenes down without missing anything. But I think one of the biggest problems that it has is it doesn't flesh out the main characters enough. Or the victims. Like, the black guy, his name was what? Cole or something? I honestly don't remember what his name was.
I actually did forget his name.
Yeah, well, and it's because he's really forgettable.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a personality. He's kind of just the token black guy.
Right.
Same with the token friend. He's like the funny guy that does drugs and shit. Mm-hmm. Now, he's not... The actor that plays him actually played in that Bandersnatch movie on Netflix, and he was actually really good in there. I liked him a lot more in Bandersnatch than I did this movie, but I will admit he had some funny lines. But one of its major problems is its supporting characters. They're not fleshed out enough. You really don't know that much about them. The two you know the most about is the main girl and the boyfriend, and even the boyfriend isn't really established that much. You don't know too much about him. You just know that he doesn't support his girlfriend the way that he should. So really my biggest problems would probably be maybe cut some runtime. I think there are a few shots that probably could be cut, and maybe flesh out the characters more, and maybe some of the off-screen deaths, because almost every death in the movie except for, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, like six of them.
Like a small handful.
Yeah. There's, well, and they're some of the main characters, too. We don't see them die, but you know they die. And that's I think that's an issue, and I think that also would have helped the movie in general, because there are, like, there's also, like, a long stretch in the middle of the movie where, you know, they go away and they're dead, but nothing really happens other than, like, dancing and talking, and it's not really character building as much as it is, you know, landscape shots or learning a little more about the cult, which is fine, but even the cult characters aren't fleshed out. They're just kind of characters of a cult.
Like, I think I see what they're trying to get to. They're trying to balance, you know, like the main characters in the cult, you know, trying to learn a little bit more about each character, but they just didn't do it enough. I think they got the main character perfect.
Yeah. But I think for the rest of them, they didn't fail, but they didn't succeed.
Right.
It's kind of in the middle. Like I said, even the side characters are just caricatures, like black guy. He's a black guy. The funny friend that does drugs. He's a funny friend that does drugs. Like, it's a character. And then the cult. You know, they're just Swedish-speaking cults. Well, they don't speak... They're... In the movie, I'll save it for the spoiler. But, yeah, it's just... It was good. But I think that it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
If I had to, well, I mean, it's a thumbs up for me. I think you should check it out.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It definitely kept me intrigued throughout the whole majority of it.
If I had to give it a rating, I would probably give it about a 7.
Yeah, I would probably give it about a 7 as well.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7 because I think the 7 is really for the main actress, the landscape shots, beautiful cinematography, the really fucked up ending, which it'll be in the spoilers. Basically, in the spoilers, we're just going to tell you everything, which, by the way, don't watch it if you actually want to watch this movie.
I'll just say this, just to kind of like simplify things. It's batshit crazy.
Yeah, it's like Wicker Man if it was directed by a guy that liked blood and gore more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's okay. Like, it's a 7. It's a 7. So, if you want a good time at the movies, it's enjoyable and can waste your time. And, well, if you need a horror movie to watch right now, that's the one to pick. I would definitely choose this over Child's Play or Annabelle any day.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, no, go check it out because I think it's interesting and it's worth a watch. So, peace.